Henry Cavill requested that he be asked to announce his Superman exit himself, rather than having it come from a studio or from James Gunn. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn hasn't shied away from revealing one of the more awkward moments in recent superhero history. The heart-to-heart where he had to tell Henry Cavill that his time as Superman was coming to an end. "We sat down with Henry. It's terrible," Gunn admitted on the Happy Sad Confused podcast with Josh Horowitz. The day before Gunn and Peter Safran officially took the reins of DC Studios in October 2022, Warner Brothers surprised everyone by announcing Cavill's return as Superman, a move that blindsided the new leadership and clashed with their vision of a younger Superman for the DC Universe reboot. Gunn described the announcement as really unfair to him, and it was a total bummer. To quote him, "The day our deal closed, all of a sudden they were announcing that Cavill was back. And I'm like, what is going on? We know what the plan is. The plan was to come in and do Superman. Yeah, so it was really unfair to him, and it was a total bummer." Despite the confusion, Cavill showed grace, asking only one thing: to reveal his own departure from the role rather than have it announced by the studio. Gunn recalled. He said, "The only thing I ask is that I'm able to reveal it myself, as opposed to it coming from you guys." And I'm like, he's a class actor. He has been from the start. He was an absolute gentleman, the Superman director added. In the same chat, he explicitly expressed a desire to cast Cavill in another character role. "I talked to him about it on that day. So yeah. No, I would love to put Henry in something." This opens exciting possibilities. From villains like Brainiac or Darkseid to Kryptonian cousins such as Nightwing, Van Zee, the potential roles are many and varied. This approach echoes the current DCU strategy, reimagining familiar faces in new lights, as with Jason Momoa's switch from Aquaman to Lobo in the Supergirl movie next year. When James Gunn and Peter Safran stepped into leadership, one of their earliest and toughest decisions was to recast Superman. The transition was not smooth, as Henry Cavill's sudden return announcement tangled with Gunn's plan for a fresh, younger take on the iconic hero. Yet, amid the painful parting, Gunn made it clear that the door isn't closed for Cavill's return to the DCU. Recognizing the messy state of affairs, Gunn and Safran decided honesty was the only way forward, sitting down with Cavill to explain the changes personally. Their respect for him shone through, as did their hope to keep him involved in some capacity. The chaos that surrounded Henry Cavill's status wasn't born from James Gunn's team but from a power vacuum at Warner Brothers Discovery. Different factions pushed competing visions for DC's future, with Cavill's cameo in Black Adam serving as a flashpoint. "There was a vacuum at the time," Gunn explained, trying to force their way, but it just was never part of the equation for David Zaslav, the company's CEO. "So Peter and I, the right thing to do was to sit down with him and talk to him. And we sat down, we talked to him. He was an absolute gentleman, a great guy about it." This revelation clarifies the disconnect fans experienced. Despite Cavill's promising Instagram tease following Black Adam, the studio's internal direction had already shifted. Gunn's recounting underscores the challenges of managing beloved franchises amid corporate reshuffling and shifting creative visions. Gunn's openness to recasting him in a different role is a fresh breath of hope for fans who admired Cavill's portrayal. Is his Superman chapter truly closed, or is this simply the prologue to an exciting new role in the DC Universe? Could Cavill surprise us all as a villain or an unexpected hero? For DC fans and Hollywood watchers alike, the next move will be as compelling as the Man of Steel himself. Man of Steel's Henry Cavill Superman has his fair share of flops more than box office hits. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Then there's the James Bond speculation. For years, Cavill was rumored as a potential successor to Daniel Craig, but so far, the rumors have remained just, well, rumors. And while Cavill's performances continue to showcase his acting prowess, many of his projects couldn't capitalize on the actor's power. His role in Netflix's Enola Holmes brought a unique arc to his career, but it's clear that the star hasn't quite landed the role that would solidify him as a leading box office actor. While his journey seems more of a roller coaster than a steady flight upward, Cavill needs to find his next truly iconic role that will show he's got more to offer than just strength and a hard-to-miss jawline. When we hear the name Henry Cavill, we often picture that iconic red cape, the S on his chest, and the powerful figure of Superman soaring through the skies. While Cavill might look every bit the superhero with his chiseled abs, his recent box office journey has been more Clark Kent trying to find his glasses than Superman saving the day. Lately, Cavill's career has seen some surprising highs and lows. Sure, he's still one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, but his projects haven't found the same level of success. One particular Green Lantern as the focus of his upcoming show might put Batman's on-screen chemistry where we saw him trade capes for swords. Welcome to Stats In. While he earned massive popularity for his fabulous performance, and don't forget to turn on notifications bell. His decision to leave the series sparked debates on social media that Superman has fans questioning just a week of its release. And while many believed his Superman would fly again DC Studios' James Gunn extended universe has set his sights on the year of 2026, has fans facing the reality that Cavill might not return with preparing for the Wonder Woman movie that's in the pipeline. It's not exactly the career trajectory one might have predicted. After the successful release of DCU Superman, Cavill continued to take on roles in British television projects in the DCU, including the Inspector Lindley Mysteries, the highly anticipated series Lanterns. He also ventured into CBS with Goodbye. He revealed that the focus of this series will be on Jon Stewart's with several other Green Lantern projects that feel like a nostalgic time capsule of early 2000s cinema. It's basically Jon Stewart's story. Cavill played a young, love-struck suitor that gave him a chance to showcase his romantic acting in this interview were none other than Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner in Hellraiser, the former already becoming part of the wider DCU story that didn't do well at the box office. While this news may be his career resume, it might not sit right with many Batman fans, in 2007 simply because the chemistry between Hal Jordan as the main Lantern and Bruce Wayne's alter ego is a joy to Charlie Cox. The inclusion of this Lantern becomes even more significant because he was one of the first black superheroes in DC's history. Before Henry Cavill became the face of Paramount to do justice, he was just an cultural building his filmography and to Stewart's character and often overlooked roles. And with the recent interview, Cavill's journey began with a little-known film will be to tell the story of Jon Stewart, followed by a supporting trifecta Count of Monte Cristo from DC Comics, a film that saw him starring alongside actor Aaron Pierre has already been cast. This was his first time gaining some Hollywood exposure. While Hal Jordan and Bruce Wayne may have but heads on numerous occasions, Cavill continued to take on small positive interactions. Other films they do have like them that much more whatever special, works, and their chemistry that much more meaningful. The cold light of day. While there will be roles for both Guy Gardner embraced the role of a mythological hero support, and in the cold light of day, the primary focus. He starred alongside Bruce Willis. This might bum some fans out. While each of his roles was Hal and Bruce's chemistry Cavill continued to try it entirely before he finally soared the iconic spectacular one-shot comic. When Jordan thinks he's going to die, he sends a heartfelt video message to Wayne, where he played Charles Brandon. He admits he's always been envious of Bruce's honed Showtime series, intelligence, massive audience, and confidence, and Cavill's portrayal was lauded him for teaching him humility and for helping him confront his flaws. The series was commercially well received, and was nominated for a Golden Globe. We see both Jordan and Wayne engaging in constant banter that implies how much mutual respect they have for Hollywood's casting directors, despite neither of them showing. The star even credited the show for bolstering his career in a YouTube interview stating, "It may not have the same impact. It's done the most for me to date, commanding I've done more work here than I've done in England. Tell us now that there's an audience somewhere in America that's aware of who I am. I have more sellability because of the Tudors." Not only this, Cavill was named the most dashing Duke by Entertainment Weekly and was praised for his role in the Tudors and for displaying charm, depth, and a killer bod. Eventually, Daniel Craig landed the role, who undoubtedly redefined Bond with a raw and intense portrayal that took the show in a darker direction. Moreover, this action spy thriller was a box office hit, grossing $616 million against a production budget of $150 million. Definitely, if it had been given to Cavill, it would have landed him at the top of the industry. Following his rejection for the James Bond role, he was later considered to play Superman in 2004's Superman, Flyby. McG was initially on board to direct Wit.